All right, welcome to episode 2, training for 100 miler. It's Monday morning. Gonna go hit a mountaintop workout, some upper body, and just have an absolutely amazing Monday and even more amazing week in general. Let's go. First run of the week for episode 2 of 100 mile ultra prep. Just doing some recovery miles. Good week last week. Legs are a little sore, so going for 6 miles, walking trail, take it slow, put on a podcast. The goal for this week is to go for 90 miles. So 80 miles last week, 90 miles this week. Maybe guess what is on the docket for next week. But taking it one day at a time. Good rule of thumb I've heard is around that 10% per week when you're building in your training block. Don't really want to go much higher than that. I guess I'm technically going a little bit more above that. But that's just kind of what I laid out for myself. I believe I can do it. It's going to give me the confidence too, knowing I can put these few weeks together and be ready for my race. So that's the plan today. Man, I just see like something like that and I'm just like, yeah, maybe one day. And I just talked to the dude coming out of there and he looked like he was from California. A real nice guy, sure enough. Lives around Lake Tahoe, grew up here visiting, and he's just here for a few weeks visiting family, walking his dog, and just lives out of there. Hangs out around Tahoe, and just like, damn, dude, like, what are we doing? See, people are doing shit. You just gotta go do shit. Six miles, 8-minute, 45-second pace. You know, they say it's not the heat that'll get you. It's the humidity. See you tomorrow. Okay, back on the trails. Just this loop here I like to do. I'm gonna eat 12 miles here. I am gonna rock the vest. I do just feel better when I'm fueling on these miles, and I'm liking the tailwind. So I'm going with a scoop of the tailwind in one, and then just water in the other. And I did take one of these electrolyte salt sticks, and these are the ones with the 30 milligram of caffeine. So I just took one of those. I think that's gonna give me a little boost. And that's it. Gotta get going. It's almost 6 o'clock, man. Hiking up this hill, and I just wanted to share. I got asked recently, like, why am I running? Like, am I running for hunting? Why do I do it? And I think for me, it's multifaceted. I think it's 4 things. I mean, when I started, I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do these marathons and stuff, and I feel like I just needed a kick in the ass. But I think anymore now, it's taught me a lot of soft skills, like just being patient, like even when you're uncomfortable, just putting one foot in front of the other and just being comfortable with the uncomfortable. And I've applied that to many aspects of my life. I'm also just really curious now of what's possible and finding my limit. Third, I do find this to be a passion of mine. I really feel like when I'm out putting in the big miles and doing the races, I feel like I'm doing it and I don't even know what it is. Like, I've just found a lot of passion for it. And I guess that's my last thing. Like, fourth, I've just now loved running for what it is. I mean, I love getting up early in the morning for that long run. I love the places it's taken me, the people I've connected with. I never thought I'd be the guy that goes to a run club or anything like that, but the people I've met in those things and connecting with people on social media that just love to get after and put the miles in, that's been really cool. And I have dreams of big races I want to do one day. Like recently, just watching Western States, and gosh, I just think that would be so amazing. All right, it's Wednesday after work. I was up till about midnight podcasting last night, but going to go to the track early to get those miles in first and then do the workout. So I'm thinking hit like 5 easy miles, and then you usually get about 6 more miles with the track workout with the warm-up and cool down. So still going to get 11 for the day, but wanted to share this before I go. So I am somebody who reads. I try to hold myself to like try to read 10 pages a day, just because I like learning. I like letting myself be inspired, and it just helped me a ton get better at things. And I try to get a book that's like catered to whatever I'm working on or whatever I got covered coming up. So maybe before a big adventure hunt, I'm reading a book about hunting, or maybe specifically that animal, like a deer or elk or something. And then also too, like, it just gives me a little bit of like daily inspiration, you know. It keeps my mind focused on the goal. So I got this 100-miler coming up, and I'm just letting this kind of help beat my inspiration and give me some motivation, and helps me visualize the goal I have coming up. So it was another great Wednesday night on the track. I got there early and did 5 miles, just easy, just me. And then the workout ended up being a little over 6 miles of total work, including just a 1K warm-up and a 1K cool down. Did 2 1-mile repeats, followed by 2 800-meter repeats, and then 2 400-meter repeats. So felt good, so thankful I'm holding up, and another day tomorrow, getting after it. Let's do it. Also, pretty sick of Morgan Wallen to drop a song with Tate McRae. In my opinion, that's pretty chill. Okay, Thursday morning at the gym. Gonna keep rolling with these Mountain Tough workouts. So I'm gonna hit an upper body one today. Legs feel pretty tight, pretty sore, so I'm gonna spend some time stretching those out. And then Mountain Tough has these like daily 8 to 10 minute mobility videos where they kind of just walk you through some mobility work each day. So I think I'm gonna do one of those. Those seem to keep things loose and just have another great Thursday. So I wanted to say too, most of this video is gonna be from this coming weekend. So I booked 2 nights at this campground that's right near the start and finish where the 100-miler is going to be, and get a ton of time on trail this weekend. Just to give more of an idea of what these workouts look like. So it's doing some rows, and then right to the standing overhead press, hammer curls, and then finishing off with push-ups. So that's 1 round. About 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes rest between rounds, 5 rounds. We did a giant set like this, and then before this we did another giant set, and that's kind of the idea of these mountain strength workouts. I'm loving them, kicking my butt, getting ready. After work here on Thursday, going for 13 miles on the trails. Picked a new spot just to mix things up. in a different park here, I might be able to get some more climbing. And reason why that's nice to do too, if you're ever down the endurance rabbit hole, it is monotonous. It's the same thing day after day. It's something that I've learned just from reading about successful people and successful athletes, is just you got to master the mundane. So that's how it feels. But I just went to a new spot just to mix things up, but we're still gonna get the miles in. But mastering the mundane, the monotony, that's what we're doing. That's the secret. Also, I think Brian Barney just released an episode with Cam Hanes on the Eastman's podcast, so that's gonna be good listen for this run. Shout out Brian Barney. You're the man. It was awesome having you on my podcast. It was awesome being on yours. It just sucked. Just like everything about that sucked. The whole trail, most of the trail was just completely mud, thick, deep, where you just have to truck through there, hike through there, not fall and eat shit. A lot of just it was a horse trail, so it's just clumped up. There's horse shit everywhere. Just all overgrowth, just grown in, briars. I'm absolutely mauled. Bug bites, and then just cobwebs all over. So it's just all over my body and face. Never got in a groove. Not one step for like 3 hours. So that was so slow. Now that I got all that out, I just have to tell myself now it's done. The work's done. It wasn't pretty, wasn't what I expected, but it is done. I didn't quit. If you want to sign up for ultra marathons and all these things, like, it does sound nice. It can be romanticized, but you know, I might do this race in August, 100 miles. It's in Pennsylvania. It could be super humid. Trails could be washed out, flooded. I mean, it could be severe thunderstorms for the whole 30 hours, however long I'm out there. I don't know. You're not owed anything. So it's like, tonight was just building the mental, getting it done no matter what, and just trucking through non-ideal conditions. That's how we're chalking up tonight. Wasn't ideal, but it was done. So it was a win, and it built the mental. So calling it a night. Easy miles tomorrow. See ya. All right, in for a nice little Friday morning. Going to pull into the city, meet up with some guys, and get some easy miles knocked out before work. Yeah, the reason why. Nice.
Like Vinny or Vinny?
Vinny.
Vinny Pura?
Vinny, my dog.
He had a dream about running with me.
Making the drive up to the race course. Gonna spend the weekend on trail. Gonna try to get about 40 miles in between Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I'm excited. Just gonna camp out and train and run and eat and sleep. That's pretty much it. So now I'm excited to get some time on the course and looking forward to it. All right, made it. Welcome to ultra training camp. So living like a dirtbag and gonna get in a ton of miles this weekend. So got a little site reserved, and here's the setup. Slept there last night, the old Hilleberg. When I came in last night, it was pouring down rain. It was just a mess. So it quit for a second. I was able to get the tent set up, and I just put everything away and just went to sleep. But we're good now. I think it's gonna clear up here. Going to make some coffee and eat some breakfast. But this is the setup. Can't beat this. Dirtbag trail runner. So I wanted to share this morning. Here's my little concoction. Still sticking with the beetroot. Got a scoop of that in there. And then I picked up some maca powder. So it's supposed to be just some long-lasting energy. It's a good, clean, green supplement source. And then here's some pure moringa powder. Just jam-packed full of vitamins and nutrients. And I figured I might as well throw in my scoop of creatine monohydrate that I take daily as well. So maybe one day I'll figure out a good smoothie recipe or something, but we're just gonna mix this right now. She'll do. So I mapped out a loop. This is pretty much like the starting point down here. And I'm gonna like take the first like 17 miles, and then instead of keep going just to get me back here, I'm gonna cut over a different mountain on a different trail, but obviously similar terrain, and then it'll get me back here. So 22 is the number today, and we're gonna see how that goes. Whew. All right, about 15.5 miles in, just moving best I can here. Did the last hour up over another big mountain, just in the heat, just absolutely dying. I had no water, and it was like go back and waste a bunch of time trying to find water and then make the climb or just do it. So then I just bombed up there, flew up and over, and the heat was just crazy hot. So there was no fluids, basically no calories, no salt for the past hour and a half or so. But made it to this creek, dove right in. I probably burned a good 10 minutes here, but whatever. Been getting water. I picked up this one. So I had that Catadine Be Free. It was years old. It's been clogging and trying to unclog it before I left. And I just decided to pick up something new. So Life Straw sells something similar now. There's a filter inside there. Fill up the bag with dirty water, squeeze it out through, and it's got some pretty good flow. So that's how I've been getting water, and I just sucked down a tailwind like so fast, and got some food, refueled up. I feel like a new man, and I'm gonna try to go for like whatever 6 more miles. I feel like it's gonna be more than that, but this is not an easy course. There's a ton of undergrowth, and this stuff just feels like razor blades. Absolutely killing my shins when going through it. But grinding, you just always feel like you're climbing or bombing down. That's it. So gonna keep trucking. Left foot, right foot. The trail is just so technical. This trail was on Onyx. It shouldn't be much longer, but you gotta be careful. Some of these trails, at least this isn't part of the course. I took this one to bomb over this other ridge, but dude, this is just miserable. Oh, look, I'm just so cut up. Last half mile on the road back to camp. Words cannot express the amount of pain my legs are in, not from the run, but from just getting so tore up. Oh my God, I'm bleeding everywhere. It's just all cut, but dude, we're clicking off. 750 miles, 21.7 miles in, a little over 5 hours, probably 6,000 feet of climbing. Feel great. Just need some trails where I can open up, you know what I'm saying? Whew. Thoughts. Thought one, I feel really good, which is a good sign. I was clicking off miles so easy just on the road down here. I think the trails are just so tough, like just beyond tough, and it's hard to get in that groove. And it just, sometimes you're just going up a dry creek drainage, and like it's marked, and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna hike up these rocks, and like you couldn't even run that if you wanted to. And then some parts it's just all grown in with undergrowth, and like my legs, look, I mean, that's all red. I don't know if I'm gonna get a rash or like what, but it's like all cut up. I was bleeding, so that's gonna be the biggest challenge. But just staying on top of fluids and salt and fuel. Ate some dinner, got a fire going. I'm just gonna stretch out and get ready for another big run tomorrow. Now, I don't know, is this all necessary for this race? Maybe. But I'm not looking just for good enough. I want to run this race the best I can. I just like being very intentional with the things I do. And I want to make sure that I'm always giving my best, no matter what that is. So that's why I'm here, and that's what I'm gonna do. All right, good morning. It's day 2, ultra training camp. Body doesn't feel too bad, just a little stiff. I'm gonna get some things loose here. Eat some oatmeal, banana, some other stuff I got here. Get all packed up. Try to get 18 more miles today. So that'll be 40 miles over the weekend. I think I'm gonna go to the start finish and then go about 9 miles back, and then turn around, do 9 miles back the other way. So I'll be finishing the weekend like how I'll be finishing the race. I think it'll be a good visualization. I think I found like over time, like the body just adapts more, and I'm amazed at how quick I've been able to recover. All right, getting loaded down. It's about 8:30. Gonna go hit the long run for today, and that'll be it. So let's do it. Man, it's just awesome, man. Legs feel really good. Miles are just clicking off. Just gonna keep it up. But I definitely feel very grateful. Oh, great news. I just ran into a group of 4 trail runners, and they were moving, and they were like, yeah, getting ready for the race. And I was like, oh yeah. So they're running Eastern States, and we talked for a second. It sounds like all that undergrowth that was cutting me up and was just so horrible, stinging, that's all going to be cleared out. They said they will start clearing the trail here the next few weeks. That'll all be gone. And even this is like so clear, and that's what they said. They'd already cleared this part out. So, oh man, not having to worry about that. I'm telling you, that was so horrible. It felt like razor blades just slicing me for miles up and down these couple drainages. But okay, sounds like that might not be big of a factor. Oh man, this is gonna be easy. Oh man, you gotta be careful. Right on the trail here. Woo! I am not getting any closer. I'm telling you, I was right next to him. I almost stepped on him. He was laid out all the way across the trail. Dude, I'm telling you, I almost stepped on him. I ran right over him. Oh my God. All right, let's finish this run. So cool. Final climb down. This will just be like the end of the race. So I'm just gonna visualize coming in that last mile. We're gonna do it. Whew, that's it. 18 miles, 40 miles for the weekend. This 18 miles was at 3 hours, 55 minutes, 11 seconds. That's 13-minute, 2-second pace. And that's with stopping and getting water. I didn't climb quite as much today, about 3,400 feet of vert, but kind of close to 200 foot a mile, or 200 foot per mile vert the course is. It's really just one massive climb and then little climbs throughout the top of the ridge. But man, what a weekend. Beautiful. Today's trail was so much more beautiful. Beautiful area. Looked out on some decent weather. It's hot, but it's gonna be hot for the race. Now just gotta pack up. I'm gonna hit a shower here real quick. Make the 4 hour or so drive home. Get ready for another week back at work and one more big training week. But that wraps up this week. 90-mile week. And yeah, let's go. See you next time.